I'm just going to read you like 3 poems tonight, just to start the night off. And the first one's called When the Drugs Don't Work. It's an old one of mine that I've sort of rehashed, but it's quite topical seeing as we've just found out this week that Prozac doesn't work. And you might as well eat Smarties. I think the orange ones always do it for me anyway. This is called When the Drugs Don't Work. Imagine a world where the drugs don't work. A world without intoxication. A world without beggars in Paragon Station. A world where no one gets high anymore. Is a world without candy. A world without a store. When the A's don't work, the B's don't work, the C's, the D's, the E's don't work, and wine turns to water when it hits your lips, and cigarettes crumble in your fingertips. And glue has no solvency, speed has no buzz, and it's all been a plan by the whips and the fuzz. So what do you do? When the bills aren't paid, the bed's not made, you're beat, you plead, you can't get laid, you've lost your one and only friend, your life's a fuck up from birth to the end. When darkness in every corner lurks, what do you do when the drugs don't work? The second one's for all you conspiracy theorists out there. If you believe that REM put a man on the moon, if aliens have told you that a fork's really a spoon, if people didn't believe you when you saw that UFO, it's because they've all been brainwashed by the people in the know. They say a square's got 4 sides, but I know it's got 5. They say Princess Diana's dead, but I know she's alive. And David Icke's not Jesus Christ, he's really Norma Jean. And Elton John's a giant lizard dressed up as a queen. And don't believe the government, because they're all out to screw us. This world's being run by Freemason rats. Secret handshakes in the sewers. There is a place called Button Moon, inhabited by clangers. And they've all been possessed by their evil doppelgangers. So what if you think I'm weird? I couldn't give a damn, because I'm not really here. It's just a hologram. Yay! Thank you. This last one is it's a poem that I sort of co-wrote with somebody else, someone called Trevor Edge. He wrote the first 3 verses and I wrote the last 3. So it's called Pineapple Pete. I think it's actually a children's poem, I think. Pineapple Pete wore melons on his feet and a shirt made out of bananas. His socks made of peaches would ripen on beaches when he sunbathed in the Bahamas. His shorts made of pear were quite soft to wear and more loose than his trousers of mango. But his pants made of kiwi made him want to wee-wee whenever he tried to quick tango. In his jacket of lime he smelt simply divine and his lemon trim trousers would match. In his coconut cap he was quite a swish chap and the milk was quite good for his thatch. But sadly my friend, Pete came to an end having lunch on a Manhattan pier. When munching Doritos, a gang of mosquitoes decided to sample his gear. And as they tucked in, poor Peter grew thin, as he gnawed all the way through his bones. But the place grew deserted as Pete was de-shirted, and no one could hear him groan. Oh, poor old Pete with his melon-clad feet, he had no possessions or booty. But though he has died and his lemons have dried, at least we could say he was fruity.
Up next it's the Irish Elvis, Daniel O'Donnell.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Up next is
Oh, it's a Scottish Queen, it's
No.
Amy O'Donnell. Poetry music. Have you gone? Oh, I could have told us before we went on.
I forgot to.
I have to impromptu person will come in.
I was just testing you.
Right. Is she really here? No.
No.
No, right.
I thought everyone else was doing the joke.
We don't have everything, John.
It's Gareth.
We don't ad-lib. Well, choreographed.
It's Gareth Brown
And the Martin...
Rowbottom.
Was a cold and sunny Monday. All the leaves on the dirty ground. Why'd you have to go there anyway? Why'd you have to make that sound? I don't even know your name. Or maybe we'll get there someday. I don't even know your name. A mystery from another planet. Mystery from another planet. Mystery from another planet. Mystery from another planet. Yeah. And maybe I'll sit down looking on me, yeah. I find it just so hard to believe. Is this fixation I'm thinking of? Or is it a fact or a way to release? I don't even know your name. Or maybe we'll get there someday. I don't even know your name. A mystery from another planet. Mystery from another planet. Mystery from another planet. Mystery from another planet, yeah. When I see you again, gonna tell all my friends you're tied up into, don't know where you're going, but slowly you'll be around again. When I tell my friends, they won't believe me. Won't you hold me? Won't you be my mystery from another planet? Won't you hold me? Won't you be my mystery from another planet?
Thank you.
Was walking down the street one day and really she said to me, do you love me? Well, I went right ahead and I said, 'cause I do, yeah. Now was that just a mistake, or was it a guess? Was thinking of my bed one night and really she said to me, will you marry me? Well, I'm on top of the moon and said, really, is this too soon? Now, well, my car just spoke, or am I a fool? Lost and wanted love, but everything's alright. How do I get her to change her mind? Ain't no way I can turn back time. She'll be the one I gotta love all night. She'll be the one I'm dreaming of all night. She'll be the one I love, the one I trust, the one I gotta care so much of life. She'll be the one. Was going for a morning ride and really she said to me, what you thinking? I said, but the other night, what you said about being by my side. It may not be a perfect love, but at least we tried. After the death and awkward silence, really, she said to me, do you regret what you said? I said, well, yes, I do, really, I would love to marry you. Now, well, am I just being nice or being cruel? Caught in wanted love. love, but everything's alright. How do I get her to change her mind? Ain't no way I can turn that tide. She'll be the one drive love all night. She'll be the one dreaming of all night. She'll be the one I trust, the one I love, the one I gotta care so much of life. She'll be the one. She'll be the one. She'll be the one I gotta love, the one I gotta trust, the one I gotta care for so much of life. She'll be the one. She'll be the one. Thank you.
What an alien thought of Bridlington when he came to visit one day. It's called the Alien Song. I know I am an alien and my body is all green, but I only came to Bridlington to paddle in the sea. So why do people stand and stare or scream and run away? I haven't come here to invade the town, I'm just here for the day. I met a donkey on the beach, but he didn't wish to speak. His eyes looked wild and his ears went back, and then he sprung a leak. I thought he'd understand my plight as he had 4 legs as well, but his tail cocked up and he covered me in something warm that made me smell. I decided on a shopping trip and so I went to Boys. A lady picked me up and put me on a shelf with toys. At first this didn't seem so bad, but then I fled in fear as she put a sign up which meant squeeze my leg and stuck a battery up my rear. On a trip to Sorby Park I visited the zoo. A llama looked me up and down and said, "How do you do?" He gazed into all of my eyes and asked me for a date. He told me as it was springtime he thought we ought to mate. This offer seemed all wrong to me and left me quite perplexed. Although we are from different galaxies, we both are the same sex. For him this was no problem, and so I had to lie. I said, if you mate with an alien, your genitals will fry. This knowledge really did the trick and he left me alone. Now I had to try and find my craft so I could fly back home. Although my looks made people gasp, what really did impress was that I'd flown from Mars on a paper plane made from the Bridlington Free Press. Good old protest, something I like. Yeah, gets the adrenaline going, whatever. And it's about the Labour Party, would you believe? It was the Labour Party's annual outing, and they went on a trip to Bridtown. They asked for a tour around the hospital wards, even though they had all been shut down. When they all entered the building, the rooms were all dark and still. Alan Johnson asked, where have the staff gone? 'Cause I'm suddenly feeling quite ill. Can't you see that I need a doctor? So can someone please ring the bell? At least call out for a nurse or two, 'cause you know I'm really not well. Who closed this hospital down? I heard it was the NHS Trust. We told them to be cost effective, and to close a few wards was a must. drink some of this lemonade. I found it amongst lots of bottles. Talk about being spoiled for choice. There is yellow, pink, blue, green and purple, and they all make a rather strange noise. But I've chosen the one with a picture of a skull and a big bright red cross, because red is the colour of Labour, the party of which I'm now the boss. Who closed this hospital down? I heard it was the NHS Trust. We told them to be cost effective, and to close a few wards was a must. The town folk will be treated as Scarborough, and we'll sometimes do in a free ride. But when we said we would never close this place down, it looks as though we lied. As Gordon said, it was a life-saving drink, but then his eyes bulged out like two golf balls, and he found that he could no longer blink. Jack Straw said, look, he now has more colour, though I don't care for that shade of blue. If that stuff's turned him into a Tory, I think that we ought to sue. Ruth Kelly cried, I think he needs surgery, but Scarborough Hospital is really too far. Brit's last ambulance was sold off on eBay, and I seem to have lost our new car. Who closed this hospital down? I heard it was the NHS Trust. We told them to be cost effective, and to close a few wards was a must. The town folk will be treated as Scarborough, and we'll sometimes do in a free ride. But when we said we would never close this place down, it looks as though we lied. Hospital down. I heard it was the NHS Trust. We told them to be cost effective, and to close a few wards was a must. The town folk will be treated as Scarborough, and we'll sometimes do in a free ride. But when we said we would never close this place down, it looks as though we lied. When we said we would never close this place down, it looks as though we lied. Yes, it looks as though we lied.
crazy with a hey mambo. Oh, what a tarantella, hey mambo. No more a mozzarella, hey mambo. Mambo Italiano, frying enchilada with a cheese and bacala, and then a potatoes and a rice and salad, and a mambo. You're gonna be a square, you ain't gonna go. Hey mambo, mambo Italiano, hey mambo, mambo Italiano, go go Joe, shake like a Giovanni. It's a teacher that I have in the pizza with the mambo Italiano.
Who got earthquaked? Who got, yeah, of course we all did, it's an earthquake. That's, you know, it's a given. Mind you, first thing my mum said to me when I got down the stairs today was, Sheila and Steve next door felt it. Of course they did, it's a fucking earthquake. You're all getting a bit confused with what's maybe known as a room quake. Like when Nana falls out of bed, something like that. I don't know. Cheers, thanks. Open as well, fucking hell. So nice. I'm glad to see the stage is clear because I like to walk around a bit because I just shit my pants nervous, that's why. Absolutely. Oh, Jesus, look at y'all. Loads of you. You look a bit familiar. You look very familiar. What's your name, love? The blonde girl at her. Kate, you look really familiar. You look like one of them ladies that are in my Uncle Dave's special films. I was watching some before I came out. Oh, should have cleaned my pants off, didn't I? Oh, a bit rude that one, didn't quite like that. Looking at me like I've opened a rope shop in Bridgend. Anyhow, I like TV. I want to be on TV. That's why I'm doing the old films. I watch a lot of TV though. I watch Location. That's one of my favourites. Everyone watch that? For like eating bollocks. Fuck it, Kessie and Phil though, they're bollocks. Don't like us, do they? No, we don't like them though. Yeah, that's it. Fucking get on board, bald-headed bastard, fat bitch. Fucking get at them, you hate them. Yeah, no, they are though. They stitch us right up though. They do stitch us right up every year. On that programme, did you watch it, the worst places to live in the country? And the first thing they do, well, when they get to us, they go, #2 in the worst. And you're thinking, oh fucking hell, we haven't been on yet. Fucking hell. First thing you see, Our Crowning Glory, famous for it, just a dog shit on the pavement, like that. Stephen Scudder, fuck that, the deep, no, dog shit. Dog shit like that, zoomed right in on it. Don't get dog shit in Leeds, do you? Liverpool, Manchester. Don't get it on the pavement. No. Mind you, they did zoom out and there was a bloke on it on the road like that. You're wandering off, so I put that. Oh, tell a lie, it was a woman. Yeah, women don't shit, do they? They have you think they don't, but they do. They don't enjoy it as much, but they do. I can guarantee you. So, yeah, Location, that is one of my favourites. You know how I change it though? I change it around a bit, because it's always the same, isn't it? It's always the same every week. Some big city high flyers from the Big Smoke or something with a 500k budget. And I'd say, right, gives you 500k budget, found you an house. This one comes in at a whopping £470,000 under budget. As we come through, I must warn you, it was previously done by a family of crackheads, so keep your shoes on. As we come through into the, watch out for those, they're human. So we'll just go through into the hall here. If we just check out the lounge, oh no, that's alive. Shut up. That's not alive. Come on through. As you can see, it's got all the walls. It's got all the walls you'll need in a house. They have knocked 2 rooms into one. However, it's a bathroom and the fucking lounge. So I don't know what you're going to do with that bit of sewerage. So, you know, close your eyes as you walk past that bit. You don't want to get in there. It might sting a little. And if you just come over to the window here, we've got a lovely view of the back of Netto's. Oh, yeah, that's Crazy Raymond. He's doing a bit of graffiti, I think, with his own feces.
you spare one dream for me? You wanna let me into some forget, so don't mind me tugging at your sleeve, asking you if I could fix a rendezvous, for your dreams are all I need. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets will disappear into the dawn, and we'll have dreams in our despair. Lay down your bundles, some bags and reminders, and where you're there on the ground. Oh, I've got time if you need me around. I'm just hanging around. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets will disappear into the dawn, and you are dreaming in our despair. Where is the dream seller? Where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to sing you this song. Can you spare one dream for me? There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some for better, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can't recall. Some are dead and some are living. My life, I'd love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compared with you. These memories lose their meaning when I think of love and something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and friends who went before. Though I know I'll never stop and think about them. My life, I love them all. Though I know I'll never lose the affection for people and things who went before. I know I'll never stop and think about them. My life, I love you more. I love you more. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I'm going to entertain you with some magic, some escapology, and a little bit of danger. But before I start, I'm going to come back on again. When I come back on again, I want you to whoop, I want you to cheer. This man here is going to get so excited, he's going to wet himself. And this man here is going to get so excited, he's going to shout out loud. I want you to whoop, I want you to cheer like a Jerry Springer audience. Are you ready? never got this far before, so sorry. Now I've got here a bottle and a bag. What I'm going to do is cover the bottle with the bag, and I'm going to make the bottle completely disappear. I wave my hand over the bag, little magic gesture, and I say the magic words. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
That's a magic word, that.
It is, yeah, in my kid's shirt I changed the words. I said wanker, 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 and it completely disappears. Look at that. Thank you! I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, can I make it come back again? Yes, I can. Watch a little wave, a little gesture, and yes, it's back again! Thank you, but I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, can I do it again? Yes, I can. Watch a little wave, and whip, and whoop, and whip, and whoop, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that's fucking rubbish. It is, yeah. I'm going to scrumple that up. It's escaping from a straitjacket. I'm going to attempt to beat my previous record of 37 minutes tonight. No, it's not. My real record is 2 minutes, but I'm going to try and do it in 1 minute and 59 seconds. Are you ready? Charles, have you ever put one of these on before?
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever put one on anybody?
No.
Right. What I want you to do is I want you to hold it like this. That's brilliant. Watch. Oh, that's it. You've really pulled it there. Are you ready? There's a little tear in the front there. That's it. That's very, very strong, Charles. I did say strong, handsome, and are you ready? Now, Charles, you'll notice that there's buckles all the way down the bottom. What I want you to do all the way down, go into the bottom. What I want you to do is start at the top and work your way down, fastening me in tight. That's it. Don't be afraid to hurt me. I borrowed this off my ex-wife, actually. No, I'm only joking. It was a mum's. Right. Are you ready? What I want you to do is as you work your way down, are you fastening them, Charles? Oh, so there's a law against that. Are you ready? You're nearly at the bottom. If you get down to the bottom, you'll notice that there is another strap dangling between my legs. Ignore it. Doesn't do anything. It's not there for any reason. But tonight, I think we might actually use this strap. This is the happy strap. Charles, I want you to take the strap. Oh. Right, Charles, right, if that's to the right, don't just move it suddenly to the left, alright. Right, thread it through the loop. Right, and pull that tight.
Sure.
Yeah, pull that tight. Tight as you can, yeah, tight as you can. Right, no, the last hole.
Yeah.
Right. There was 3 reasons why you shouldn't have pulled on that, and I think you just crushed one of them. Right. What I want you to do, as I cross my arms, is to do the last belt. That's right. Put that in and pull that hard. That's it, really pull that as hard as you can, yeah. That's it. Yeah, you can do that again. I don't think you cracked my rib that time. Yeah, no, do it. Yeah, go as far as you can. Far as you can, yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I don't think it will go further. That's it. Right, you ready? Right, thank you very much, Charles. That was absolutely brilliant. Give me 5. No. Charles, give Charles a very big round of applause as he goes and sits down. Right. I'm now going to escape from the straitjacket. stuck. Now when I put my foot on the floor, I want you to clap. Yeah. It's a boy!
Come on, guys.
That's it! We got 10!
Look at you.
9!
Oh,
8!
good.
7! 6! 5! 4! 3! 2! 1!
The rain will just keep on falling. I wanna move on, but I can't help talking. Got to say it to her face. Yeah, it's not too late. But in the end, I just can't help talking. Making new friends fast hour. Yeah, I'm walking. Got to say that to her face. Yeah, it's not too late. I can't help you when you're alone. Sat in silence, you're not home. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be I can't help you when you're alone. I can't save you when you're alone. I can't save you when you're alone. Just this best of your response. Well, they stole you just like they said they would. They stole you just like they said they would. They stole you when you're trying to go home. They stole you when they said go home. But I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned. They stole you when you're at the breakfast table. They stole you when you are young and able. They stole you when we tried to play this gig.
say act your age, but I would not feel so alone. Well, I'm unemployed. He's unemployed. I'm unemployed. Keep the clapping going. I'm unemployed for God's sake. I'm a student. I'm a tax dog. I didn't even turn over in our band. Is everyone unemployed here? Yeah, yeah.